Welcome to the channel Newtown Naughty Boy. In this video I will be showing you around my old school, Bennetts End Secondary Modern, which is destined to be pulled down as part of the modernisation of the current Longdean School. I had the opportunity to look around the school for one last time as part of the exhibition that took place during October and November 2016. The school was built and opened in 1955 and remained mostly unchanged till 1970, when it was amalgamated with Apsley Grammar School to become the comprehensive known today as Longdean School. The exhibition, which was masterminded by the school's archivist and past art teacher Mike Kitchener, was a total success, and many came from near and far to see the school for one last time. It was great to see past pupils turn up and enthusiastic about the stories about their school days at Bennetts End. It was also great for me to meet those that wanted a signed, personalised copy of my book. I hope they really do enjoy it. As I was involved with the setting up of the exhibition, I also had some time to look around the school myself and take some video clips. For those that could not make this open week, I hope at least these pictures and video clips help you reminisce about the old school. Here is my video that I took. So here we are heading towards the staff and reception building that's positioned between what was Bennetts End and Apsley Grammar School. Going left here and passing to a newish building that was built for sports with the use of the lottery funds. This building will be retained and used by Longdean after the old schools have been demolished. This is where the old bike sheds used to be situated. We now pass back into the covered way, which was constructed not long after the schools were made comprehensive. We look left here towards a position of where two annexes were built. They were promised in 1958 and finally erected in 1961. Of course, these two temporary buildings are long gone. So now on our left hand side we now pass what was and still is an art room. Also in this block during the Bennetts End era were the woodwork and metalwork rooms. The walk now opens up into the playground. I'm sure everyone attending the school must remember this view with the iconic twin stairwells. This would have been the view on a student's first day as they gathered in the playground for their first register. We proceed on towards a door in the distance. The gym is featured towards the right hand side and the main hall is on the left hand side here. The canteen is situated further down a corridor from these doors. So we are now inside the school with the gym to our right and the corridor going off to our left leads to the main hall. We proceed down this corridor towards the canteen. The boys and girls changing rooms are on the right. A door to the left further down here leads through into the main hall. Down a short flight of stairs into the main canteen. I for one never had a school meal here, but I have heard reports that the food wasn't too bad back then. Most of my friends actually went home for their lunch. The wooden roller shutters seem to be the original ones I remember from my time during the late 1960s. We are now back at the top of the corridor and heading towards the main hall area. This must be a familiar sight for many of you that attended the school. In my day, the first 2 or 3 years had to sit at the front of this hall on the floor during assemblies. The older forms had chairs. It seems like all the pupils now have chairs to sit on. I'm sure that piano in the corner there is the original one I remember from the school. The stage looks just the same. Let's take a look up on the stage. Who remembers assembly with Mr. Fowler on the stage and several other teachers sitting behind him? Some of the other teachers used to sit in chairs down the side of the hall, surveying the pupils for any signs of trouble. And this huge piece of wood with the lights encapsulated in, I always wondered if this structure actually moved. Our last look at the hall before we proceed onward. We now proceed along the side of the hall towards the reception for Bennetts End. We can see in front of us the mosaic, which actually represents a plan of the school. This was here in my day, and sadly I believe this will be going as part of the demolition. The reception area was all open in my day. Mr. Fowler's office and staff was through that door. We now look out the back towards the back entrance of the school. Proceeding once again past the mosaic and turning left into the main corridor of the school. Again, I'm sure this is a familiar sight to you all. In my day, to the left hand side there would be areas where children would hang their coats and bags. These seem to have been replaced now by lockers. Classrooms are on the right and the first main stairwell is on the left here. I wonder if this is Mr. Springett's old classroom where he taught me maths. We continue on past more lockers and on to the second stairwell. We proceed on and you can see a door in front. Unfortunately, I could not go through here, but this originally joined the T-junction with another corridor. We have to turn back here, unfortunately. So passing back down the corridor once again. Let's take one of the stairwells up. I felt a little unsafe on these stairwells. They always seem to me to be a little bit too open for my liking. The metalwork and the banisters with the knobbly bits on all seem to be the same as when I was at school. To the right here would be the library. It's now just a small classroom. and another to the left. I wonder if I had lessons in here. Onward and up another level to the top. And it's beginning to make me feel giddy at this point. To the left here, I think this is where I had history with Mr. Hall. And a classroom to the right. A view from the top looking towards the main hall and the first stairwell and the playground below. And a view from the other side looking towards the new school and some of the other classrooms below. So it's back down these dreadful stairs. But I can't just resist a peek over the top of the banisters. My tummy churns. And that's the end of my videos of the school. However, to end with, I have some more pictures taken by me in 2014 when some of us had a school reunion at the school. So I hope you like these last pictures. If you went to Bennetts End like I did, you may be interested in purchasing my book. It's available on Amazon as a paperback and also on Kindle as a download. I went there in the 1960s, and the book is about me growing up in Hemel Hempstead, but there's a lot of chapters in there about Bennetts End, what happened to me whilst I was there, going through the various years. So it may be of interest to you, and you can either purchase, as I said, through Amazon, or if you can contact me through Facebook, then I can do a signed copy for you and send it to you. So have a look at that if you're interested.